nation! No donation, no salvation!
And remember, respect is everything.
And we're back. So I decided to do this as a double review just because I've had these figures for quite a while now, and I've been wanting to look at them individually, but I've been just getting sidetracked with numerous other things going on in my life. I've been having some stomach problems, so forgive me if uploads have not really been consistent. So anyway, today we are going to look at the Last Night Hotrod and Crosshairs. So we're going to look at Crosshairs first. Again, the reason I'm doing this as a double review is because I looked at these both in a toy haul. I figured it seemed fitting to do them as a double review because they're both sports cars. Granted, this is a much more high-end vehicle, but hey, you know, it wouldn't hurt. So we're going to look at Crosshairs first because I find him to be the more interesting of the two because I like the color green. We'll put Hotrod in the back over there. So this is clearly based on a C7 Chevrolet Corvette, the last generation Corvette to have a front-mounted engine before they redid the whole body style and put the engine in the middle, or I mean it's more the back, but they call it mid-engine. It's a very nice car. I love the shade of green that they used. I'm a big fan of green because if you're familiar with our channel mascot, he's a nice shade of dark green back there. And yeah, I really like the paint job. It reminds me of Kenji's RX-7 from Need for Speed Carbon, if you're a racing game fan. My only complaint with this figure is this spoiler does not stay on for crap, so it's probably going to pop off a lot during transformation. His accessories, he comes with two little, what kind of look like Tech 9s. But that's really all there is for the car mode. Let's just get to the transformation. Okay, so, I'm not gonna lie, I've only transformed this thing once, so if I butcher this, please forgive me. Not to mention, I haven't really had time to think about Transformers or anything lately because, again, I've been having medical problems, but I'm fine. I'll be okay. Just gotta tough it out. Alright, go ahead and unclip those. Okay, there we go. And then go ahead and unclip the front here. I think we can actually remove this bottom section, so... Oh, here we go. Come on. Oh, excuse me. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and pull the legs out. And then, if I remember correctly, these are also supposed to come out from underneath the... There we go. Okay. Alright, so just go ahead and push that forward. I'm trying to be careful not to scratch the clear plastic where the headlights are. Again, I'm trying to be careful because, I mean, modern Hasbro is not quite what, you know, it used to be, so... You know, it is what it is. Alright, go and pull that down. We're going to go ahead and leave those the way they are for now. For the side panels here, what you want to do, you actually want to unclip this back section. It's really nice matte finish, by the way. Go ahead and pull that out. There we go. Go ahead and get the arms out if we can. At least we can try. Go ahead and fold these panels out of the way. Hopefully I got all that in frame. Next, go ahead and pull the arms out, and then you can fold his wrist out. I'm sorry if this looks like a mess. I'll be honest, this is part of the reason I'm not a huge fan of Bayformers, especially the later ones, where they're just really a mess. I'll go ahead and demonstrate the other arm real quick, just so you guys can see that whole process again. So go ahead and pull that forward, pull the wrist, pull that out. There you go. Go ahead and leave that alone for now. Let's deal with the legs and get them out of the way now, just so that they're not in the way. Okay. Fold them out like this. Rotate them forward. Do the same with the other side. Be a little gentle with it. You don't want to force it, just because you don't want to break it. Next, you want to uncollapse the legs. Give them some height. There you go. And I think that spoiler just fell off. Where do we go? Oh, here we go. Fold the waist down. It's on a little bit of a hinge joint, so you just kind of pulled it down like I just showed you. Alright, now we got to deal with the mess that is this, what is essentially 50% of a car. Actually, more like 70% of a car just hanging off his back. Okay, we're back. I got the backpack as cleaned up as best as I could. I won't lie. I don't like this, the backpack, at least the way that it's done. Mostly because this spoiler has very little clearance and pops off insanely easily. And this is the best way I could do it where it won't hit the spoiler and just fly off. And so, apologies if I don't have that correct, but I really don't want to deal with this thing any further. And it's probably going to pop off again anyway, so I would not be surprised. Anyway, let's give him his dual machine guns, because that's kind of my favorite part of this figure. Like, honestly, the actual figure is fine. It's the backpack I just can't stand. Like, I mean, if you want a good example of what this reminds me of, yeah. I'm getting Kingdom RC vibes from this, but at least Kingdom RC is, well, okay, I'll be honest, this is still a better figure, but we'll deal with that another time. Okay, we got him transformed, so, yeah, he looks good. I just wish the backpack was more stable and that stupid spoiler wouldn't fly off every 20 seconds. But aside from that, he's great. Let's go ahead and look at Hotrod, because he's kind of my favorite of the two. At least, well, he has my favorite color scheme. This is my favorite car mode out of the two, although, to be honest, I'm more of a classic car guy. Particularly like muscle cars, like old school Chargers and like 80s Firebirds, like Kit or something, you know. I don't know. I'm just rambling. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and get to the transformation. I know it's a Lamborghini. I don't remember what model it is, because I'll be honest, like I said, I mostly focus on older cars. The only thing I know about this car mode is that it has active aero, and that it was on the loading screen of Forza Horizon 3. I'll probably edit in some text to know the model year, but where did I put his weapon? There's his weapon. I don't know if it stores anywhere down here. I'm not even going to bother. So, anyway. Let's see. Where do we begin? Okay. Well, here, let's start by loosening things up. So, let's get some of these panels out. Okay. I should probably start with the front here. But I'm going to start with the doors. I'm going to try to be really careful, because one of my big issues with clear plastic, and why I think it's stupid when it comes to, you know, engineering, it's not very durable, and over the years it tends to break. That's why I wish they would, because I mean, you literally just see robot crap in there anyway. I mean, yeah, it's tinted, but I don't know. I wish Hasbro would just give it up already. Like, seriously, clear plastic has broken a lot of figures over the years, and a lot of figures that I really like. So, there's my little PSA of the day. If you want to call it that. There it is. Okay. Sorry, my brain just farted for a bit. Go ahead and pull these wheels out so that you can build most of the bulk of the arm. Now, there is one issue that I'm going to mention, and I think it's only my copy. I don't know if anyone else has had this issue. It probably is just a me thing, but we'll get to it when we get to robot mode. Okay, there we go. Open the doors. Oh, that's kind of cool. They actually open like a proper Lamborghini should. And then the Huracan ruined all of that, because for some reason we decided that butterfly doors are not cool anymore. Which, I get it, they're not as practical and they're kind of annoying sometimes, but I don't care. I still think they're cool. There we go, finally. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead and fold the arms out like this. Again, I'm sorry if I'm having trouble getting all this in frame. I'm not used to these style of Transformers because they're not my preferred taste. I'm more into like G1 or like Universe style stuff. But or at least like the 2007 movie figures, like those were like, at least like the Studio Series ones, those were awesome. But I still need to find Ratchet before I can complete that collection, and Jazz too. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm just having trouble right now trying to get this all put in place. Okay. Alright, apologies. I had to figure out that chest for a second. So you want to fold this down, and what you want to do is fold this piece forward, which is having a lot of difficulty doing so, and you want to push these chest compartments in. There you go, so that they're a little closer together, and then this just tabs in down here. This is why I don't like the Bayverse stuff, because there's just no clearance for anything. And again, the designs aren't terrible, they're just really annoying, at least for me anyway. But if you like it, that's fine. I'm okay with that, because you're allowed to like whatever you want. Okay, sorry about that. The shoulders were blocking the chest, so I couldn't compress it in all the way. My bad. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these transformations again. But anyway, there they are, both in robot mode. And you know, like I said, these style designs are not really my cup of tea anymore. I'm more a fan of the Bumblebee movie stuff, because it takes the best parts of like this aesthetic but mixes it with a little bit of the G1, and kind of gives it that almost like Fall of Cybertron look, which I like. And there's his gun, by the way. So again, only issue on mine is both hips are very loose, so he has a hard time standing. So yeah, once I'm done with this video and it's all edited, I'm gonna put them both back in car mode. I really like his weapons though. I don't know why. Just the fact that he's running around with dual suppressed SMGs is hilarious to me. It's like some very Call of Duty type stuff, because I used to play a little bit of COD back in the day until I decided I got sick of 12-year-olds screaming in my ears. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Okay, I did eventually figure out the backpack. Unfortunately, I don't know if you could see it well, I got stress marks on both sides, and that's unacceptable. I understand it's Hasbro, it's not like the top of the line, like masterpiece level stuff, but that is really unacceptable, because this is why designs like this, I think, are stupid, because you got like 50% of a car hanging off of his back, because none of it is incorporated into the main robot. I get it, it's part of the Bayverse aesthetic, and that's part of the reason I think it died off when it did. Because anyway, again, I know it sounds like I'm upset, and in reality I am, but I still like the figure. But the fact that that's an issue and possible, you know, to damage the figure like that, that's just not good. Yeah, both these are going back in car mode, and I'm never touching them again. At least, yeah, because that's okay, that's just pissing me off. Yeah, I was hoping to end the review on a lighter note, but just be aware of that. If you do it correctly, I'm sure you can avoid it, but I was not so lucky, so sorry. Till then, you all have a good one.